All right, we're back with the second half of our live interview with KYR Speedy. And this second half is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be fun. What we have on deck is we have some questions that were pre-recorded from some fans of Speedy. And then we're going to throw Speedy in the Shooting Stars Live Gaming Challenge and see how he does and see how his scores stack up. And Speedy, I don't know if you know this, but after the end of Season 1 of Shooting Stars Live, whoever finds themselves at the top of the leaderboard gets a championship belt sent to
I
their
don't know
home.
why you're telling me I'm not going to be at the top of the leaderboard, Dan, but I appreciate it. I'm excited for the belt if I do somehow win it.
It's Speedy. I think right now you're the dark horse. I think a lot of people are sleeping on you, but
I've never played either of these games before, so it'll be interesting.
all right. So before we get into that, we're gonna actually take some questions from the audience, and Speedy, just let me know. I want to make sure you can hear them. Some of them, well, I'll just let you handle them as you want. But
Right.
so we're gonna play some questions for Speedy, and thank you to everyone that submitted them prior to the show starting. But here we go, Speedy. Here's your first voicemail question. You ready for this?
Oh, I'm ready.
Have you ever taken any sort of phone calls or voicemails from people that love your channel?
Yes, actually, a lot of times when you go to fan meetups,
Uh-huh.
there will be people there that live local, but then they have friends across the country that aren't there,
Uh-huh.
and then they hand you their phone without even asking you. They just hand you their phone, like, talk to my friend in California, and I'm like, okay. So then I'm talking to their friend in California. So I guess that's similar to some degrees, right?
Okay. And then do they freak out on the other end of the phone?
Yeah, and they never want to hang up either. So then you got to be the one to initiate the hang up, and then you feel mean about doing it.
Hey,
So,
I hope I don't regret this, but everyone in chat's wanting me to ask you about Clev.
oh, that's just our knives. That's
Oh,
all.
okay. All right.
Clef means knife.
Okay. All
Yeah, I
right.
don't know why they're asking. That's weird. Weirdos.
Here's the first question, all right?
All
If you
right.
can't hear it, let me know and I'll turn it up.
Speedy, on a scale of 1 to 10, how beautiful is Mr. Arms?
Could you hear
I
that?
can hear that perfectly. Yeah,
Okay.
that's good. Mr. Sidearms, I'm assuming he's
Yes.
talking about. Mr. Arms is his father. But besides a 10, easily a 10. Beautiful fella. I'm lucky enough to know what his face looks like. Just a beautiful guy.
There was no hesitation there whatsoever. You're like,
Of course not.
would you say that if you and Sidearms were to ask the same prom date out, do you think she would say yes to Sidearms before you?
Honestly, says she would say yes to him first, just because if he asked her and then started giggling, it's a lockdown. Absolute lockdown. So.
All right, cool. Here's the next question.
What's up, Speedy and Dan? Has the crew ever considered making like a main channel on YouTube, kind of like the Creatures or Rooster Teeth or Funhouse? Thanks.
So here's the deal with that, all right? Anytime that's a great idea if it works, but anytime you add a centralized channel, it becomes a point of conflict and complication because then we're all involved in it, but what if someone doesn't do their part and then someone else has to make up for it, stuff like that? People might not always pick up the pace. So we just figured it's best to keep everything separate, and it keeps everyone happier that way. There's less conflict, there's less complication. That's our thought process on that. So that's
it.
just how I feel.
There's another flash of Speedy being the silent leader and understanding what's best for the team.
Oh, you.
All right, here's the next question.
Hey, Daddy. It's your son Kevin here, and I was wondering when you were going to come home, to me and Mom. You said you were going to go out and get groceries or something, and I think it's been, 22 years now, and I feel like it's about time, you come back.
Dan,
I'm not sure how that one got
you
through.
pre-screened these.
How did that get through? Any words for your son Kevin before we move on to the next one? Whoever is in charge of screening those, they did a hell of a job.
Jesus, Dan, I know a few Kevins that watch us. I don't even know if that's actually their name, but God damn it.
All right, next question. I had to. When I heard it, I'm like,
Oh, that was brilliant.
I
man. That was
laughed.
great.
I'm like, I gotta send it through. All right. Here's next.
What's up, Dan? What's up, Speedy? I'm Connor from New York, and I was wondering, what game have you put the most hours into? Thanks.
Probably Modern Warfare 2, I would say. I remember, well, that's the first game I think I played that actually showed your hours or at least I looked at the hours of it, and I remembered the shame I had looking at the amount of hours I had. I think it was like 58 days at the time, and I'm like, what am I doing? You know? Because at the time, none of it had paid off yet. I wasn't getting any views on YouTube or anything like that. So you see that many hours, and you're like, nothing coming out of it. You're like, oh, shit.
Yeah, but
what have I been doing?
you probably just left that on and forgot to turn it off, right, Speedy?
Oh, of course. But since then, I'm sure I've played more Minecraft.
Really?
Right? I would have had to. I would think.
If you had to estimate,
With all the Minecraft series I've done,
yeah,
I would assume I'd put more time into Minecraft.
Well, and that's the thing. Like you know, your Minecraft episodes are edited down, and it's just a matter of how much, how much footage do you have to shoot to get that gold.
Yeah.
You know.
But yeah, I mean, there's a few games that it could be. It could be. I don't think it's GTA, but yeah, probably Minecraft or some of the Call of Duties are really high up there. I think MW2 is the most though of the Call of Duties I played.
Got it. All right, here's the next question.
Hi, Speedy. I've been a fan for a long time, and I really love your videos. I've always kind of wondered, if YouTube hadn't worked out for you as well as it did, what do you think you would have done after college?
Well, my good friend, I would probably be miserable being an environmental geographist somewhere. I really don't know. That's the thing. I don't think I'd be as happy as I am now. So luckily it has worked out, but I really don't have that answer for you just because it's honestly impossible to get that answer, I have no clue. I don't know. I don't have a backup plan or had a backup plan, so who knows where I'd be,
What exactly does an environmental geographist do? Geographer?
Geography, yeah. I misspoke earlier.
I don't know.
Yeah, I really don't know, Dan. I picked that major and said I'll take these classes and then hopefully get out of there alive.
All right, here's the next question from Jamie.
All right.
Hey Speedy, massive fan. Just wondered if there's anything you've regretted in the past few years. Big fan. Watching for about 4 years now. Keep up the great work.
Well, thank you, sir. He said, is there anything you regret, right?
Yeah.
Regretting. I try not to regret or anything just because it's not a good thing to do. I don't like to live in the past or anything like that, although sometimes it's impossible. When it comes to regret, the main thing I regret, and this is something you can't even really circumvent, but a lot of times as a YouTuber, you see someone else do a series that's just absolutely brilliant, but they had to think of it to make it. It's like the next level of stories or whatever, or ideas, and then you think to yourself, I wish I would have thought of that. I regret that I didn't think of making that series or that idea first, So that would be my regret. It's not like a specific issue or a series or anything like that. It's just I see someone else do something. I think that's natural for a lot of things in the creative field, but yeah, that's just how it is for me.
Can you think
someone else do something?
Can you think of a series that you saw? Maybe there's a few that you're like, wow, that was a great idea and it was awesome, but it didn't come from you or the crew.
Oh, we're not giving out free shout-outs today, Dan.
No. Well, that was a question I skipped over. Was there anyone, when you started, was there any channels that you looked up to or that you drew inspiration from?
The major one that I drew the most inspiration from, and I don't think many of you guys will remember this person, or you might not have watched him, but there was a Minecrafter named X. He was like David RYT plays Minecraft or something like that. He had the first major series on YouTube for Minecraft. He was like before Sea Nanners and everything. I think that's who Sea Nanners first saw playing Minecraft, actually. It might be wrong. I don't know the story behind that. But yeah, he was like the first one to ever do Minecraft, and I just really liked the personality he had. He had this really cool vibe to his videos and personality, and just the production quality at the time was like next level, I thought. And it was really impressive to see what he was doing.
Have you ever talked with him?
No, I don't know him at all. I was just a fanboy of his Minecraft series. It's simple as it could be.
Got it.
Really liked what he was doing. I would recommend watching it, Dan.
I'll check it out for sure. And speaking of fanboys, this one's a little out of control, but this last one, I figured I had to put it through.
Oh, God. I'm prepared.
Hey Speedy, I just wanted to know what it was like to work in a group environment on YouTube. What are the positives and negatives? And why is Joel your best friend out of your group of friends besides his obvious good looks? Thanks.
Man, I was not expecting that. So can I just pimp out Joel real quick?
Yeah, of course. We love Joel.
That's Nobody Epic if you're not familiar with it. First off, I'm really proud of him for sending that message through. Seriously, one of the best guys you'll ever meet in your life if you're lucky enough to meet him. Just the other day, we both get sent out to San Francisco to play Far Cry Primal earlier, and I'm like, what time do you land, man? And he's like, I land at 6:50, and I'm like, cool, I land at 7:30. He's like, cool, I'll make dinner reservations for us at 9:10. Like that's the type of person he is. Like he's just always thinking about what he can do to make the other people around him happy, and it's amazing to have a friend like that. So thank you, Joel. You are beautiful, and you're a great friend. And working in a group honestly wouldn't be as great without you. I hope that answers your question. Thanks for being a friend.
No, Joel's awesome. Plus, he lives in Michigan. He's a state fan. But yeah, I mean, like, I think it just stems from who you are. You know, you've attracted the similar types of people that are good dudes, and that's awesome to hear, man. I was fired up when he left the voicemail.
Yeah, I was not I should have expected that. I don't know why I didn't expect that. For one of my stupid friends to leave a message. I'm surprised that's the only one, actually.
Well, we're not done yet, Speedy.
Oh,
we're not
God.
done. All right, so speaking of not being done yet, we're going to go ahead and transition into the first part of the gaming challenge. And for people that are unfamiliar with what happens now is so right now Speedy and I are going to play a series of 3 games, and each game is going to be scored, and based on how Speedy scores, we're going to see how he stacked up against previous guests, and if Speedy takes the top spot, he'll be in the running to win the Shooting Stars Live Championship belt. And the first game we're going to play today is Quake Live, and for people that are unfamiliar with Quake Live, it's a very twitchy, fast-paced first-person shooter, and given Speedy's adeptness and expertise at Counter-Strike Go, I would expect him to do very well in this game. What's your feelings going into this, Speedy?
I feel so. How's this going down? Is this like a 1v1?
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna explain the rules to you. So the way it's set up is we're gonna play 2 5-minute rounds. Okay. We're gonna play 2 5-minute rounds. You're gonna play against me and 2 bots. So it's going to be 3 against 1. So it's not me versus you. It's you versus the show. Does that make sense?
I wish I was playing 3 Dans on CSGO.
So we're going to play 2 5-minute rounds on 2 different maps, and there's no penalty for the amount of times you die. Okay?
Okay.
So for each kill that you get, it could be on me, it could be on a bot, you get 25 points. Got it?
I can handle that.
Okay, got it. So each kill you get is 25 points.
You didn't have the rules on the screen? Damn, this is professional.
We don't mess around. When we're bringing KY or Speedy on, we got to up our game.
I see that.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to get things set up here, Speedy. So what you can do right now, I'm going to add a couple bots in. So I'm going to give you a couple minutes while I get things set up to kind of get your bearing a little bit, because this game is very, very fast-paced.
So I can join in right now?
Yeah, you can join in the game right now.
So none of these count? I'm just running around?
Yep. I'm actually...
This is fun.
So I'm going to actually go to the red team. So you're going to be representing the blue team. Let me go ahead and I'm going to turn the sound up for squad here. Okay. So just give me 1 second here. I just need to go ahead and set up...
I already got 2 kills, Dan. You should be counting.
So this is like your free time. So this is your time to mess around while I send in the bots. So you're going to be going up against Angel, who's a stout... she's stout. If she kills you, she's going to...
Sounds like a free kill, Dan.
She's going to let you... If she kills you, I don't want to say it's a sign of embarrassment, but, yeah. I mean, it's okay. That's all right. It's going to happen. All right, so next up, we're going to start this matchup. It'll give you a countdown, but what's going to happen is, so when the game starts, I'm going to pause it because for us to I'm going to pause right away, so you have a 10-second count to get started. All right. All right. So right now, Speedy's going to be on the blue team. We're going to go ahead and get this thing started.
This is fun.
Well, Speedy, how many kills do you think you're going to get? Let's get an estimation.
I'm currently, actually, I don't even know my stats. Is it net? Is that your kills?
Yeah. So hold on, I'm going to pause this.
I had 5 already, but those don't count, sadly.
All right, so now what's going to happen is I'm actually going to move the bot to my side. So that's the only way you can set this up to play 3-on-1, because this game isn't meant to be 3-on-1. But we're going to take Angel.
You're a wizard with these game setups.
All right, you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
All right, so this is the first match. So we're going to play 2 5-minute matches. And put your guess in chat on how many kills you think Speedy's going to get. All right, so here we go. You ready, Speedy?
Born ready, Dan.
Do you want me to take it easy on you or no?
Take it hard. Oh, God.
All right, Speedy getting it.
Oh, Angel got me.
Angel got you right off the bat. That's all right, Speedy. This is your first time playing. So Speedy, for those guys watching, Speedy's the blue guy with the fresh buzz cut. Oh, you got a kill. Nice, Speed.
Born to get kills. Well played.
It's all right, Speedy. Speedy, what do you out of Call of Duty and CS:GO? What do you feel you're better at in a competitive
Call
setting?
of Duty just because it's easier. But sorry, I'm so focused in the game, trying to get these points in that belt. CS:GO is just a lot harder, just because when you aim at certain areas, it doesn't go to certain areas, and you gotta get all the sprays and stuff in there. But Call of Duty was always pretty easy. But it's also Call of Duty.
There's
There's
a steady chant in the chat just saying, "Come on, Dad."
Are you serious? I'm looking over. I see some of it.
You're doing pretty good, Speedy. For first time playing Quake.
Now, how did the guy before me do?
You've already beaten him. Those Mathis games, he's one of my buddies. You've beaten him. So
feel pretty good about that.
But I'm gonna say on the other games, I'm gonna say this is probably gonna be your strongest suit out of all the games. So I think this is where you need to do your damage if you really want a legit shot at the belt.
Red team's kicking my butt.
Speedy, if you end up winning the belt, would you wear it to your high school reunion?
Yes, with my giant YouTube thing around my neck.
Oh man. Alright, Speedy. Let's check on Speedy's skills. Speedy's got 7 kills. That's pretty damn impressive, man.
Thank you, sir.
This is the more difficult map too, because it's.
Is it?
Yeah, the other ones there's a lot more corridors. So.
Do you ever play Time Splitters?
Is that the one? Is it at arcades?
Biggest Time Splitters fanboy. You said it was at the arcade?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
No, I'm thinking of Time
It was like an
Quest.
arcade shooter. I think I had it for the GameCube back in the day.
No,
this map kind of looks like one of the maps from that game. So I'm sure that game stole it from this game, but unless this is like some custom map or I don't know.
No, this is the default Quake. So it's called Time Splitters for
I'm
GameCube.
probably looking like a noob not knowing all these Quake things.
No. This hang on. I gotta get another kill on you. All right, so 2.5 minutes left. Speedy's got 10 kills. That's pretty damn impressive, Speedy. All right, I need to focus here a little bit on you.
I'm trying to stay away from you actually, because I feel like you're the hardest person to kill.
All right. So
you hear me put that mouse up?
That's a big
taking it seriously.
When you made the jump from, because you played strictly console games for a while, right? What was the game that I know you played Minecraft, but was CS:GO the one that really kind of brought you to the dark side of the PC? Or
the real reason we came over had nothing to do with any of the games. Actually, it just was due to the fact that we could not get in a party together on the Xbox 360, Xbox One anymore. And it was just impossible for us to play together, which was really sad. So then we realized anytime we play on Steam, it's just instantly we're in the game together. Like even for Quake here, all I had to do was hit join game and I'm in. But on the Xbox One, we really had some issues with that. So we kind of just made the switch over to the PC.
And since then, you guys have switched to PS4, right, for your consoles games?
Yeah, a lot of us are on PS4 now. I have mine set up now. So
what prompted that switch? Was it because of the ease of use of PS4?
Just ease of use. Yeah. No, certainly. That's all it really has been.
1 minute.
Dude, I am killing it, Dan.
You're doing a great job, man. You may beat our entire team. I doubt we're ever going to see this again. So I need to.
Jesus.
I want to shut up, but I want to keep talking to you so that maybe I'll distract you a little bit. You're going to work on Angel though. So you know
I'm
what
trying
you're
to pick
doing.
my battles better, so that that's what I do in CS:GO. I finally realized it's smart that instead of taking all 3 people at once, you just position yourself so only one of them can see you. And it's something that took me a while to figure out, which is kind of sad because that should be basic first-person shooter stuff. But, oh god, I need more ammo.
From a CS, do you have a favorite skin or knife or?
So I like all the weapons I have are the ones I kind of like actually, just because those are the ones I targeted that I wanted to get. But I like the colorful ones. I'm one of those people.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Because why would you want a drab brown one or a rust colored one? Or,
exactly.
Yeah.
So I kind of like the tiger tooth for the knife.
Yeah.
It's a nice, pretty yellow. So that's why I use that. And then obviously I like the fire serpent. But it kind of got bland on me, so I started putting unicorn stickers on a bunch of guns. Because, yeah, that's what happens to me.
Speedy, nice round. So Speedy racked up 17, so not 16, he racked up 17 kills and did 2,800 damage. Speedy, that's really, really good, man. That's you exceeded a lot of expectations, even on my side.
The eco's inflating, Dan, but
I can't believe that'll happen. So we're actually
check.
we got to get out and then get back in to get to
Okay.
to get to a different map. So we like to play on small maps here. And the best way, this is a little clunky, but the best way to do it is to pop out and pop back in. But
Yeah.
so
Let me know when to join you.
So you're LeBron and you just won Game 1 of Quake Live. What are your thoughts in terms of playing a game you've never played before?
Well, I think it's time to give a politically correct interview. I just want to thank my team. They really did it for me and everything. They were the real rock behind all of this. I want to thank my coach for really getting me pumped up for this. I want to thank my buddy Joel for calling in earlier. He really helped get my morale in check. It was a rough start, but I came back, fought hard, and ended up with more kills and deaths, and I'm really proud of that.
But Speedy, this was a single player game. So what teammates are you referring to?
Myself, Dan. I'm amazing.
All right.
I want to thank Angel for feeding me free kills.
I mean, you're smart. I mean, you came in with the strategy. One might say, you put up a good front, but you're a dangerous player in more ways than one, Speedy. So
can I take a time out real quick just to mention something? Yeah. Someone just subscribed to you for 34 months in a row, and that's like most impressive, Dan. I gotta say, most impressive.
I think they've been holding out for this moment right here because they knew I said 3 years ago one time I'm going to interview KYR Speedy on the stream. So I think now they're going to unsub after this.
34 years. All right. Can I join you yet?
Yeah, you can join me. And Angel's going to be coming back with a vengeance. So
not looking too joinable, I must say.
Well, the game?
Yeah.
You can't right click me?
Oh, I already did that. It didn't work. Let me try again.
Yeah, try again.
And join. Friends. Yeah, all it says is send message, send invite, view statistics, view achievements, and view Steam profile.
Okay, so did you back all the way out?
Should I just restart the game?
Yeah, restart the game.
All right, I'll do that again. Trying to keep me from you, Dan.
I'm trying to cool you off, man. 17 kills is no joke. The other thing too is we're keeping stats on all-time bests.
Yeah.
Both on map and collectively on games, and you're setting the bar high. So as long as you continue to bring it in the next 2 rounds, the next 2 games, this could be a record-setting performance.
I'm trying my best. That's all.
Did you ever have what was your best stat in high school basketball? Were you a points guy? Were you a rebound guy? Were you a block guy?
I was a points guy. I had 29 points one game. That was my highest, I think.
Did you go off in one quarter, or was it consistent throughout?
It was just consistent throughout. I don't think I really played much in the fourth since we had such a big lead.
Wow.
One of the guys on the other team actually plays for the Seahawks now. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Who was he? Do you want to tell us or no?
I'll tell you afterwards. I don't want to give out his information and stuff just in case, but yeah.
So you're saying, you're not saying this, but I'll infer that maybe if the coach left you in, you could have maybe cracked 35, 40.
He tried to keep me in longer than I should have been in, just to get me to 30. Once I had 29, I missed a wide open layup, which is as routine as can be, and I think I choked because I wanted to hit 30. I think that's all it came down to. I'm really struggling to join you here, Dan.
It's not letting you join?
Yeah, it's not.
Okay, cool. I'll close it and get back in.
Right.
So this is the part of our American Gladiator segment that we're still working out the kinks. Did you ever watch American Gladiators as a kid?
Yes, I actually did. I always thought that was I don't really even remember it that much. That was when they have to get through an obstacle course or something, and all those people are trying to stop them or impede their movement, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was some interesting stuff. I remember watching that.
That's what we're going for here, and that's what Angel's kind of the laser, or do you remember them all having crazy names?
Yeah, they all had stupid names. Yeah, I don't remember their name, but Zeus and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, Zeus and Laser and Apollo and Gemini. Yeah. All right, see if you can join now.
All right. Let me. Just to clarify, I'm not already in your game, right? Just by any chance?
No, you're not in. So when you right-click my name, what happens?
Nothing.
So there's no option that says join game?
No.
Okay. What I'll do is I'll close out, and then I'll close Steam, and then let me reset this. So in the meantime, you mentioned, we talked earlier, you said that growing up as a kid, you were a big Rugrats kid. Did you ever get into any of the I don't want to call them teen dramas, but did you watch any the Dawson's Creek or any stuff like that? Did you have any shows that you're embarrassed to share that you watched?
Not really. There was at one point where I like watched like 5 episodes of Zoe 101. Have you ever seen that with Jamie Lynn Spears or whatever? Honestly, I didn't really enjoy the show, but I thought Jamie Lynn Spears was attractive, and I think that Victoria Justice girl was in it as well. So I was just kind of attracted to them. So I think that's why I watched it for a few episodes. But that's really the only thing I ever did. I don't even know if that's a similar show that compares. But yeah,
Was that on Disney?
no, it was just a Nickelodeon show or whatever.
Oh, okay.
I think. Yeah, chat's gonna make fun of me for that. I bet.
Who was your, as a like high school kid, did you have like a celebrity crush?
Celebrity crush.
Was it Jamie Lynn?
Oh, I
Spears?
like this girl named Josie Loren. I don't even remember what she was from. I just remember seeing her and thought she was attractive.
Was she
I
like,
don't think she does. I don't know if she's done anything right now, but she was like an actress or whatever. I
Oh.
didn't go for like the Megan Foxes like everyone else did. That's boring, Dan. Everyone likes Megan Foxes and stuff.
Yeah, you
I had
went.
to find someone that not as many people knew.
So you have an outside shot. You never know.
Exactly.
Can you? It says I'm making an offline match. Can you see if you can right click now?
All right, join game. Try my best here, Dan.
No problem.
Never been the biggest Steam expert.
Yeah, try to make it as foolproof as possible. And not to say that you're a fool, but it's on my end that there's.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it won't even start the game up now when I join.
Okay. Let me. Oops. It's completely my fault. We'll pretend that didn't happen. I was starting games in offline mode. Thanks to chat for pointing that out. That didn't happen.
You've been messing it up the whole time, Dan?
The whole time. I mean, the level of
You at fault?
professionalism. It's my fault.
It's okay, man. You got a nice overlay on the stream. That makes up for the any other lacks in professionality, ability, or whatever it's called.
One of these days, Speedy, we're gonna. I'm gonna have a studio, and I'm gonna fly you out. We'll play in person.
I would love that.
And maybe was it the girl's name? Angela Lorenz. What was her name?
Josie Loren, I think.
Yeah, we'll make sure she's there. She'll be playing as Angel.
She'll be Angel. That'd probably lead to even more free kills.
All right, you should be able to right click now.
All right, 1 second.
The face palms in the chat.
Face palms. And join game. Preparing to launch. It's looking good so far.
All right, he's in. Let me add. Angel's been chomping at the bit for you. I'm gonna add her in, and then we're gonna get Orb in here. Orb is the dude that is just a single eye, in case you didn't put two and two together. He's the
I thought that was a weird looking thing.
Yeah, he's the more experienced of the two. But there we go. All right, cool. Let's see what side you're on. We're gonna go ahead and start this thing. You ready to go?
Oh, I'm born ready, Dan.
Do you need to shoot any free throws or get warmed up at all?
Nah, I don't want to take away from my
Prepare your team.
previous success.
All right, it's gonna pause right when we go live here, and then
All right.
I'm gonna swap.
Switch
teams.
the bot again?
Yeah.
One fight.
All right, and then I'm gonna go to the red team. So Speedy will be representing the
The
blue
blue
team,
squad.
Taken.
and you love your blue shirts, right?
Yeah, I do. Haven't worn many of them recently, but
Yeah,
I mean, when you got blue eyes, you got to accentuate them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
All right, here we go, Speedy. This is your last shot at
3,
Quake Live.
2.
Do you think you can beat 17 kills?
I don't know about that. That was a
Teams are
next level
tied.
performance. But I already got one.
That's like scoring 29 points in 3/4 of high school basketball.
Right? Such a dreamy performance. Dang it.
Oh,
This
just
map's
Angel
a little
got you.
less- This is a little less open of a map, though, so it might be harder to find people. That's you. I just want to stay away from you.
Angel got you.
She sure did. But
right.
and what can you do?
Speedy, what number were you in high school?
Well, there's actually a funny story behind that. I was number 3. All
Okay.
right. So then I get screwed over in which the equipment manager was cleaning the jerseys after one of our away games, and actually, I guess, somehow burnt my jersey in the dryer. All right, so my road jersey in the dryer. All the numbers were taken except for 55.
Ew.
So I had to be 55.
Ew.
I had to be 55. I was so pissed. Plus, the jersey didn't fit me well. It was like a giant one.
Yeah.
So I was 3 and 55. So that was fun.
Was that your senior year?
Yeah. It was
Oh
absolute
no.
crap.
Oh no. That's probably the worst thing you've told. Like that's the most. I feel bad for you.
I wouldn't want that on my worst enemies. Not that I have any enemies or hate anyone in the world, but yeah, I would just never wish that on anyone.
Oh man, that's brutal. I'm sorry. Wait, the other thing we just glossed over is the fact that your equipment manager did your laundry?
I don't know. I don't think the equipment manager did. Someone did. Like, what do you mean?
Like someone not you or someone in your household?
Oh no, we is that not a normal thing? That I just assumed that was. Dude, I'm really playing bad this game.
No, that's like normal in college or pros.
I think they didn't trust us with like losing the jerseys or anything, so they just after the game you put them in a pile and then they were washed for the next game.
Were they nice jerseys or were they have patches or were they like silk screened?
So we ordered new jerseys for my senior year, but they didn't like get finished in time. So the jerseys that were fitted to fit us, I guess, got to fit the grade below me. So that's fun.
So you never got the new jerseys?
No, the new ones we got were actually like modeled after Dukes.
Oh, nice.
So they had like that old Duke pattern.
Yeah.
Or, like they had like that diamond shape, like kind of like the Bulls have or whatever on the pants and stuff.
Yeah, it was.
We were gonna have that, but then I never got to wear them, so whatever. But yeah.
But you did get to wear 55.
I don't need that, Dan. I don't need those memories being brought up. They're repressed.
Were you a small forward or shooting guard?
I was a power forward.
A power forward. Wow. You were.
All my points came in the paint. I didn't take a single shot. I just drove past everyone and did layups. I could not shoot.
So 55 isn't a horrible number considering your position. I'm thinking you're like a 3 or a 2, like a shooting guard or a small forward.
Yeah, I mean 55 is just bad no matter where you are.
Yeah, that's true. Can you think of any pro players that wore 55?
I don't think there was. I mean, there's probably like 1 or 2, but they wouldn't be the good players.
Yeah, I can only think of one.
Dude, bots are destroying me. Wait, you said Dikembe?
Yeah, Dikembe Mutombo was the only one that I can think of that wore 55.
I don't remember that. That's crazy.
Do you remember Mutombo? Because you're young.
Of course. Mutombo was on TV today. I was watching part of the interruption, and he was the one reading the mail time segment of the show, actually.
That was probably classic.
Oh, it was great. I wasn't paying attention to it, because when I watched that show, I kind of just listened.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that voice is just iconic. I mean, you can't not hear his voice, so just...
Outside of LeBron, who's your... Ooh, you just got wrecked. Outside of LeBron, who's your favorite NBA player of all time?
Of all time, probably Allen Iverson, just because Philly.
Hence the number 3. Is that why you picked 3?
Oh yeah, that's actually why I was a 3 guy. So there you go.
How do you feel about practice?
I actually enjoy practice. I like the games more, obviously, but I mean, practice was definitely fun.
Were you good? Were you a good practice player?
Yeah, I always gave it my all, which probably pissed off the other kids. Like whenever we're done sprints at the end, I would like sprint as fast as I could, just because like you want to get better, you don't just want to dog it. So,
so you were that guy that's like the try hard.
Yeah, 100%. But I mean, like that's actually so. Like my channel, like in Call of Duty, I never tried at anything because to me it made more sense to try in sports than to try on Call of Duty and stuff like that. So we always just like jokingly like messed around and stuff. So I think I like exerted all my tryhardness in high school sports, and that's why I just messed around on video games so much.
Do you think if you put the same, I mean, and this is, I mean,
did you up the difficulty on these guys?
I did not. I think they just learned your game.
I think so.
Do you think if you put the same amount of effort you did into high school basketball that you could maybe crack the ranks of a somewhat competitive Counter-Strike Go team? Not saying that you're not competitive, but like making a run at it.
If I like tried as hard as I could at Counter-Strike, if I could be like on a pro team.
Yeah, and it became like not fun, but you had to like grind it out. Do you think you could do that?
No, because it takes like a different set of skills, and I don't have them. Like you need incredible hand-eye coordination and attention and Adderall, and I don't have. I'm joking. But yeah, you just yes, I can't do it. I think I'm past the age too where it's possible. Like all the pros are younger, just because like. Once you hit that old age of 22, 23 or something, you lose your hand-eye coordination, Dan. I don't got it anymore. I don't got it like those kids.
Oh, the game's passed you by, huh?
Yeah, it truly has.
All right. So Speedy put up a 17 and a 7 in the second game. So right now we're going to go ahead and transition to our next game. So Speedy, as of right now, you are the highest scoring Quake Live player, and you're on pace to take the belt away from Mathis Games, who was our first competitor. But right now we're going to shift into our next game. Dude, you've done a hell of a job. We're going to transition to our next game. And our next game, we're going to talk about the rules. But the next game is called Brawlhalla. It's a free-to-play game, much like Smash Brothers. So we're going to... Here's the rules, Speedy.
I played some Smash in my day. Go ahead.
Who's your favorite Smash character?
Donkey Kong. Just ground pound all day long, send people flying.
Really?
Don't even have to move. Literally just ground pound.
What color Donkey Kong?
I would just play default, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
You wouldn't
kept
go
it
like
simple.
yellow
Nice
or
and simple.
Okay, nice and simple. All right, so here's the rules for this one, and you can join me, Speedy, whenever you.
Okay.
The rules for this one, we're gonna play 4 3-minute matches, and each match is a different type of game mode. So one's kind of like football, one's kind of like basketball, one's a straight up brawl, and you know I'll explain when we get into it. But there's some higher stakes on the line for this one, Speedy. Each match win is 250 points. So we're gonna play 4 matches. Each match you win is 250 points.
All right. Is it just me competing against you?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's not.
So if I win every time, I get 250 million points. I think that adds up to.
Yeah, 250, but close. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Are you able to join in?
Let me check real quick because
Okay.
it's not looking good. Did you set it offline again? I'm hitting join. Nothing's happening. Should I just launch the game instead?
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
yeah,
that's
no.
the game I come in via the game, right? We
That
already
is
went over
correct.
this.
That is correct.
I'm usually a good listener.
You are,
But you're
man.
not a woman.
I mean, let me just throw this out there. You've done a hell of a job in this interview, and I know. I mean, like you said, you don't like to talk about yourself, and I think you've done so in a way that's very genuine and not, self-aggrandizing. So,
I don't even know what that word means, and I usually do, so I'm proud of you. I'm Skeletor.
you're Skeletor, all right. So self-aggrandizing means like boasting and
Oh,
talking
okay.
yourself
Cool.
up.
I'm gonna steal that and use it for my own and take credit for it. Thank you.
There you go.
You'll be seeing in my Minecraft videos soon. Probably once recorded tonight. Sidearms, if you're watching, remind me to say that word.
Sidearms is a legend. What a
He's lurking. I see him in the chat every 5 seconds.
Sidearms in the chat?
Every 5 or 7 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah, he was in the chat every once in a while.
All right.
He said shots when I said the Adderall stuff.
All right. Just confirm your guy when.
Oh, okay. Sorry. How
No
do I
problem.
confirm him? Oh, just see.
Yeah.
See.
All right. Skeletor.
Days off the Skeletor.
All right. So
what are the buttons here? Any tips on controls?
do you have a gamepad or are you gonna play keyboard and mouse?
No, I play everything on a trackpad.
You have a gamepad?
I'm keyboard and mouse.
Okay.
Unless is it easier to use a controller?
Yeah, it's a lot
So
easier.
just use my Xbox One controller.
Yeah.
Does that work?
Yep.
Sweet.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. Cool.
Hold on. Oh god, can't get the micro USB in. Why are you not turning
thought you were
on?
gonna
Oh,
say
it's not
something.
plugged in. I just came back from a trip and I didn't plug in my USB yet.
No problem.
1 second, sir. Technical
How was
difficulties.
you had a good time in San Francisco?
Yeah, I had a great time. It was definitely a lot of fun.
I'm actually we'll reset this thing.
Um,
You may have to back out and back in.
I think it's working now. What are the buttons with the actual controller then? Just right there?
That's great.
Button mash and stuff?
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. You just have to rejoin me now.
See, alright, I'm hitting start and stuff and that's working, so.
Okay. Are you in the game?
Buttons aren't working. Yeah, I was in the game for a
Okay,
little
yeah,
bit.
you need to back out because.
Okay, cool. Speedy. Wait, do I have Speedy 1 and 2? So I just need to join you completely again, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Just
let
like
me
you
get
can
that.
just back out and then. Mr. Arms or side in chat. You made a good point. Mr. Arms would have been his father. It wouldn't have been Sidearms. Alright. Alright, cool. Ready to go? Alright,
Yeah,
so
I'm
we're
ready.
gonna change this to a 3-minute game.
And what's the first game type?
The first game type is just a timed brawl. So you just gotta beat me up and knock me off.
Whatever.
Yep. Alright, cool. Let's
can
go
do
ahead.
that.
Let's go ahead.
Alright, at least give it a pedestrian effort.
A pedestrian effort, I may steal that one.
I think I stole that from sports, so.
What is is that just like the average person's effort?
Yeah, an average person's effort. So, like, if, let's say Blake Griffin's playing basketball, all right, and he goes up and does a crazy dunk, but then the person after him just does a layup, that's a pedestrian effort. I think that would be the,
Okay. Alright, so you got your bearings?
yeah, I'm just trying to figure it out.
Okay, X picks up a weapon. So when,
X?
Yeah, and all the weapons look like swords, but they're actually different ones.
Okay, cool.
All right, so we're playing a 3-minute time match. The scores in the upper right-hand corner. Speedy is the skeleton. I am the golden ranger, if you will.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a heavy attack, and then you just mash buttons. I'm not too adept at this game, but there's 250 points on the line, Speedy.
I love that description. Yeah, just mash the buttons.
Just mash them. Well, you play games. You get it.
This is straight up Smash Bros. I like this.
This is cool because it's a free-to-play game, but there's no paywall that makes you better. You know, like you can buy skins and whatnot, but
Yeah, but those just
Yeah.
aesthetics. So. Oh, I lost my weapon.
So right now it's still 0-0. So until someone gets knocked off the map, it's still 0-0.
Yeah, it's still pretty close. All right. Oh my! I can't land a hit. You're good at this.
There you go.
Whatever. Finally.
Speedy, do you know what serendipity is? You know what that means?
I'm familiar with the term, but just refresh me.
It's just
heard
like
the term a lot, but...
a random occurrence of like something happening, but not in like a cheesy way that's meant to happen, but just like just a fortunate event. Because I just was thinking about how we met. Do you remember that?
Yeah, it was just I had already followed you, right? Because like I was a fan of the show and everything, but I didn't know that like you had any gaming interests or whatever. Yeah. And then all of a sudden you're just like, I'm gonna be at E3 if anyone wants to meet up while I'm out there. And I'm like, cool, I'll be out there or something like that. And you're like, cool, can't wait to see it. I'm like, awesome.
But that's not how I remember. I thought someone randomly tweeted me and said, "Hey, you should meet Speedy." And I'm like, "Okay."
Oh, I think that is how it is. Because I would have been too shy to just tweet you and be like, "Oh, cool, I'll be out there." Yeah, that is what happened. Sorry, it's hard to remember what happened in 2013 or 2012 or whatever. But
yeah, no, I was just thinking like, what if that person didn't randomly send that? You know?
Yeah, it wouldn't have made the connection.
That's right.
It's all butterfly effects, Dan.
That's right. There you go. So butterfly effect, same thing as serendipity. All right, I gotta kill you.
You don't have to, Dan.
So it says, aren't we cousins? We're not cousins.
Oh!
Jigglypuff
gets set out.
All right, so a kill counts for, I think, 3. So I lose 1 and Speedy gains 2. So 30 seconds left.
Strategy comes in here.
Are you gonna play cherry picking? Are you gonna? Speedy.
Oh crap!
I was gonna ask you your AAU team, but never mind. Because it seemed like AAU teams have like crazy names, like the cherry pickers.
Actually, no. Oh my god.
All right, so
we're tied now, aren't we?
Tied,
How's
yeah,
this work with 11 seconds left? I won't tell you my AAU team name, but I'll tell you when we're done, just because.
Okay.
I don't know if that'd be something I should say, but it's definitely an interesting name.
All right.
Probably one of the dumber AAU names you could ever find.
All right, so tiebreaker. I think.
Okay. First one to.
Yeah. You get it. You played Smash before.
Oh, pretty sure. Oh my god.
Oh, what the?
Did I shoot you with a final blow?
Wow.
Skeletor wins, baby.
All right, chalk Speedy up for 250 on that one. So that's the first game mode.
I said GG in the chat because I'm so kind and courteous.
Nice job.
And there's a button that does it for me, which is nice.
Nice job, Speedy.
Thank you, sir. That's fun. I enjoyed that a lot.
All right, so we're gonna go to the next game mode, and the next game mode is Brawl Ball. And so the way this one's set up is there's like a golden football, and you have to take the football into my zone and then like throw it in there. But there's a wall, my color, that you can't run through. And
likewise for me?
Yeah, so you can run through your own wall, but you can't run through my wall. Does that make sense?
Gotcha.
Got it. Okay, cool. All right, so then as soon as you confirm your guy, be good to go.
You know what I liked about that is that I've never played this game before, but I was able to figure it out pretty quickly, and that's a good game to me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's pretty straightforward and simple, right?
Yeah, it's nice.
And you won too, so that helps too.
Yeah, definitely helps them around.
Brawl Ball. Brawl Ball, let's do it. All right, so...
Oh, wow.
3, 2,
So I can't pass that red line on your side?
Yeah, you have to go up and over. See, like, I can run through this, but you have to go up and over it. Make sense?
Yeah. Did I do it?
All right. I was backing up a little bit to teach you, but hey. That's all right.
Was I not supposed to go right away?
No, hey, there's no... I'm just going to figure out how to drop this thing.
Oh, so you have to drop your weapon to pick it up then?
Yeah, I don't know how to do that. There we go. I think one of the triggers, I think the left button does it. There we go. Oh, get in there.
No.
There we go. All right. Speedy, who are you taking in the Super Bowl? Broncos?
I guess, honestly, I really don't care because I don't have a particular interest for either team or dislike for either team. Typically, like in the Super Bowl, usually a team I hate makes it, so then it's usually just cheer against that team. But yeah, I don't dislike either team, so I guess I just want it to be like an overtime thriller and be really close and fun. I don't want the 20. Actually, what year was the Peyton Manning Broncos Seahawks game 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
I don't want another one of those.
So you mentioned teams that you hate. What's an NFL team that you strongly dislike?
The Cowboys because I'm an Eagles fan. Dude, I think I just disconnected my controller or something. All right, I'm good now.
You're good?
Yeah, so I don't like seeing the Cowboys or anything. And I mean, I really wouldn't be too happy if I, saw the Patriots there again. I don't dislike them, but I am sick of seeing them every year. It's just kind of a boring narrative every year.
So you're not a Patriots hater. You're just
yeah.
Someone else.
I respect them actually. Any team that makes it there that many years in a row, I mean, you can't hate on that. I mean, obviously some people do with the cheating allegations, but yeah. So I don't know. I guess I just want a close game. I wouldn't be mad if I think it might be cool if Peyton wins on his way out. Don't tell Hove I said that because he's a Chiefs fan, but I also like Cam Newton. I just enjoy how much fun he seems to have while he plays football.
Yeah.
Which is not the most common thing.
I talked to Hove a little bit about the Chiefs.
Oh, Jesus.
It's pretty I mean, the tear they went on was pretty darn impressive.
That was insane, right? Right after you lose your best player, just go on a 11-game winning streak? That's insane. Addition by subtraction, get rid of Jamal Charles to get better.
I'm trying to think, have the Eagles ever won a playoff game since you've been alive?
Oh yeah, of course. They went to 5 out of 8 NFC Championship games. They did 3 in a row.
With McNabb?
They went to 1 Super Bowl. Yeah, that was the years when they had Terrell Owens, Javon Curse, Brian Westbrook.
Who did they
Michael
lose to in the
Lewis.
Super Bowl?
The Patriots. So surprisingly, I don't hate the Patriots as much as I should. But oh god, I think my controller disconnected again. God. You just screwed yourself. So yeah, I have some memories of seeing a bunch of losses in the past. So I mean, it's whatever.
I like how your reaction to have you ever seen a winning playoff team? You're like, oh yeah, everyone's city has done it. There's cities that have never won a playoff game. But hey, we're not gonna talk about that. All right.
I mean, I would rather suck forever than just go to a bunch of NFC Championship games and never win anything. So I mean, it's whatever.
Do you remember how old you were when the Eagles won the Super Bowl? You won that round.
It was 2004. Oh, sweet. Yeah. It was 2004. So
you were middle school, grade school, somewhere in there.
Yeah, it was right. Yeah, I was in middle school. Yeah.
So was it were you super hyped? Did you wear this?
Here's the thing. I was as big of an Eagles fan as I was then as I am now, but I just don't appreciate it as much because I was younger. When you're young and your team's good, you just assume they're going to be good forever. So, unfortunately, that's not the case. Obviously, although hopefully, and I'm sure New England high schoolers and stuff will realize that now because Joel was telling me the other day they went to 10 of the last 15 AFC Championship games. The Patriots have. If you've grown up through that your entire life, you just assume your team's never going to be bad, right?
I mean, I would assume so, but I don't know, man. That's it's a pretty damn big assumption. I mean, you just grow up and it's part of your life.
Yeah,
they win, they go to the playoffs, championship game. I mean, I don't know.
And the Red Sox win a few years in a row, and it's just they got it up there.
I'm trying to think. So the Eagles have probably been the most successful Pennsylvania-based team.
Yeah, the Phillies won the World Series, but I don't follow baseball or care. Oh, what's this game?
Oh, so this is basketball. So you need to throw your bomb in essentially my hoop, and vice versa. So you can.
Can I dunk it?
You can dunk it in your.
Mister.
It's hard. These are hard to get though.
Ow!
So you can also use bombs as weapons. Clearly.
Okay, cool.
Oh god.
I can't. Oh.
Speedy, I like in your
cool. I got one.
In your 2 million sub video when you're dunking, I've never seen a street court that has the double reinforced basketball rim. I've never.
You would think that, but they weren't as reinforced as I was hoping. I wanted to hang on that rim, but it was just not hanging on. I felt like I was going to get injured if I hung on that rim. So, unfortunately, it wasn't as good as it looked. I guess.
Did you shoot that in the late morning, middle of the day, so no one would be there, or is that generally a court that no one goes to?
No one was there. I don't know why anyone wasn't there. I scouted it out a few times before we went, just to see if anyone would be there and stuff, because obviously I'm not going to do that if people are there. But
you're not going to set up a camera of yourself dunking in public.
Yeah, it's a little pompous, right? But yeah, I just no one was there, so made it happen.
Oh, nice.
Big deal.
All right, so right now Speedy's up 5-3. In case you guys can't see in the upper right hand corner.
I got my own little pattern down.
Dude, I need to play some D here.
You can. I got my exact spot I go to every time. Just put it right in.
All right.
8-4, Dan.
I'm playing strictly defense. Nope.
How'd that go for you? Yeah. Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, Jesus. Do I lose points for that?
Doesn't. You're up 10-4. Doesn't this is more impressive to me than your Quake Live, because these are not easy to score. I need to stop. There we go.
Oh, okay. I see you playing defense. Did you score for me?
I didn't try to. I was slipped. All right.
At some point, you're gonna have to put in some baskets for yourself, though.
Oh, see, that's what I just go right over the rim.
Yeah, it's tough. Even when you go to the same spot and do the same shot every time, it might not always go to the same spot.
It's highly skill based. Speed, do you play pickup on a daily or regular weekly basis, like where you go to the gym and play ball?
I did a little bit after I quit
Streaming?
college and stuff, but no, I just I don't think I've touched a basketball in like 2 years, really. I don't know. Just isn't something I'm like. I don't know. I like what I do. I like it on YouTube and stuff, so I don't take time away from it, even though I probably should. But
have you ever played Joel one-on-one?
We've played together at a hotel that had like its own basketball court one time. We didn't really
go square off.
Yeah, we never really squared off, just because I don't know. I don't have that competitive edge, or like I wouldn't want to just like play my friend. Like,
Yeah.
I know a lot of friends do that, but it's just not something that might be there for me. I don't know.
Yeah, like when you get a chance to hang out, you want to hang out, you want to get into.
Yeah, I don't want to get in an argument that might like ruin. No, just not worth it for me.
Oh man, you're whooping my ass right now, Speedy. And
Trying my
like,
best.
I can't even use the excuse.
I really
that I'm
want
not
that
trying.
belt. That's all. You know.
All right, well, you've won 3 out of 3. So here we go. Our last one is it's called Snow Brawl.
Yeah.
And the whole goal is it's like tag. You got to tag me with the snowball, and I got to tag you. And if we do knock each other off, you do get minus points on this one.
All right.
You're gonna be the Skeletor, huh? I'm gonna go Vikings.
Always Skeletor. It's been working for me.
Having any? I'm surprised you know who Skeletor is, to be honest.
I forget. There's like some meme involving him, and that's really the only reason I know.
I'd say that's like an 80s thing. You weren't even alive back then.
Right? Yeah. I don't know why I know who Skeletor is, but I do.
Do you have
Silly memes.
Do you have a favorite internet meme? Like one that you just can't get out of your head?
Well, the one I really like now. Have you seen that kid who just like has to tell people stuff? Like his like.
Is he a ginger?
His, like, maybe he's like sitting behind that girl in class, and he's like, what's it called? That thing's just coming out, like the veins coming out of his face and whatever. And he just looks so. Does someone have a name for that? I think it's the kid who always has to fart kid or something like that.
No, I've never seen it.
Yeah, you need to see. That's like my favorite one right now, just because it's really funny. But yeah, I like that one.
Do you remember the first video you've ever seen on the internet? Or do you not want to share that?
Dang it, I can't think of the. Oh, dang it. I can't think of what it is now, but I remember the first time I was on YouTube.
Do you remember what you watched?
No, sadly I don't. It was like a really bad video though. It was just like there's just some girl in a room or something, like dancing on a webcam or something, non-sexual or anything, but it was just there. Dude, I can't hit you anymore. You got good at this.
This is my game. I will say.
It was just 4-2 and it's 9-4 now. What the heck?
So you lose points if you get 1 point for getting snowballed in the face, and I think you lose. Nice shot.
Oh, that just brought it back.
Yeah, you got +3 on that.
Yeah, I wish I could remember what video that was, and I think it'd be cool to see if that was still alive or still a thing.
Oh,
Yes. I haven't been aiming my shots as much as I should have been, and now I think I'm finally catching on here.
You are. You're a quick learner, man. Quick learner.
You can say that.
There we go.
Oh, that should have been a hit.
Get up. I just
kill you.
I can take a few shots. I just can't. If I fall off, we got problems. All right, Speedy's up 12-10 right now. For those of you guys that can't see the update, he's in his groove right now. He's in the third quarter. He's got 25 points. He's trying to get to the 30. I just got to make sure he misses that open layup. That's my goal.
Oh, I predicted you and I still couldn't get it.
Have you talked to your
Yes.
your basketball coach? And
Yeah, I have talked to him. Actually, he messaged me one time just because there was like some security issues with like people trying to figure out information on me. They're like using my school and stuff to figure that out. So that was disrespectful. But yeah, I've talked to him a few times since then.
that's
He
crazy,
thinks it's
man.
Interesting what I'm doing, but yeah.
Have you found for the most part everyone's been like fairly nice? I mean, have you gotten any like scary situations not because of your doing?
Yeah, everyone's been nice. I mean, everyone. Not many people in real life are going to be mean to your face, so I mean, who knows what they really think or what they really want to say, but yeah, everyone's been nice in person, so that's good.
Have you ever had a weird situation?
Nothing too weird. I mean, people have shown up at my house before.
What?
Yeah, they just show up at my house, and then I don't answer the door because that's creepy.
How do you know? How do you know that it's not like a family friend or something? Like, how do you know it's someone?
When 5 to 10 middle schoolers show up at your house, it's usually not a family friend. Oh, watch this. 3 seconds just to dodge your shots. Oh, yes. Give me those points.
Wow. Wait, have you ever humored them and opened the door? Speedy,
no,
you
I
went
have
4
not.
for 4 there. Jeez. I think you got in my head on that last one. I was thinking about like people coming to your door.
It was all just mind games. It was all calculated mind games. Like, I seriously just played you.
Very impressive, Speedy.
What if no one ever even came to my door and that was just to distract you, Dan?
You wouldn't lie to me.
I wouldn't do that to you.
That's not your character.
Is there anything else in the competition?
Yeah, so we have one more that I didn't tell you about, and it's not a game. All right, so you can close out of this. You can get out of Steam, and
I was wondering because you only had me download 2 games, so I was wondering what the third competition would be. But feel free to go for it.
Yeah. So. All right, so for the last part, so as right now, there is a third-party judge scoring this up. So while that's going on, I'm going to explain the...
Oh, I just realized I was supposed to make a video live during this whole thing. Never did it.
What do you mean, make a video live?
I had a video go up while we were doing this, and I never made it public.
Oh, it's all right, Speedy.
You were distracting me. We'll do that now. Anyway, continue on. Carry on.
All right, so I just want to update you score-wise here. Hang on one second, because I want to keep track of... let's take a look at the leaderboard. So right now, the previous contestant on the show, Mathis Games, put up 1,275 points. I just need to pull up my judges. I got a live chat here with one of the judges.
Yeah.
And I need to just... get you set up here.
A live chat with one of the judges?
Yeah, so right now you are at 500, 5,000. You're at 1,000 and wow. You're at 1,600 points with 1 game left to play. So no matter what happens here, you're taking the top spot, but that's not an
I like that.
Not an excuse to take the foot off the gas. So in this next game, okay, you there, Speedy?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. This next game is a game we like to call Your Life According to Others. Okay?
Okay.
And so this game, there's going to be 8 questions, and I'm going to ask you a question, and you must correctly guess your friend's response. Okay? For each correct answer that you get out of 8, so each one is worth 500 points.
All right.
So there's a lot on the line.
Yeah.
All right. You ready?
This is where you can make or break your, you know?
This
I'm
is
ready.
this is the whole run right
So
now.
I got to answer how they would have answered, not how I would have answered.
That's correct.
Okay.
You got your head wrapped around it?
My head's wrapped all around it like a tangela. I'm ready.
All right.
This Pokemon references.
All right. Here we go. First question
These two.
is I asked, so you have to think of how your friend would answer. All right.
Okay.
First question is, when asked of Jehovah, so Jehovah would give you $10,000 cash that you have to spend on yourself.
Yeah.
What would you spend it on? So you can't give it away. You can't, donate it. You have to spend it on yourself.
This is 10,000?
$10,000 cash. What did Jehovah say that you would spend it on?
And I have to get the exact answer?
Yeah, I mean, you have to get the you don't have to get it down to the T, but I don't judge this. I'm merely the host. There is a judge listening to your answer, and will let us know.
The problem is, he might know what I get in a practical sense, but I feel like he would have answered dumbly, you know?
That's part of the game.
Okay, hookers and blow.
Okay, here we go. Let me turn this up for you. All right, so when Hova was asked if you were to give Speedy $10,000, what would he spend it on? Here was Hova's response.
$10,000 to spend on himself. I would say clothes, and that's a newer side of Speedy. Used to be not so much. Everybody knew him for his famous blue T-shirts. Now, I think he would definitely go on a clothes shopping spree.
Speedy?
He answered seriously? What is this? He's never been serious his whole life.
I'm sorry that the judges say that your answer of adults that you pay for favors and an illicit substance is incorrect. What do you have to say on Hova on that answer?
It's a great answer. I was expecting him to answer a little more immaturely, but he went full on good answer. I mean, I can't be mad at him for taking it seriously. I'm impressed.
Okay, so are you going to take his response from that? Are you going to apply it? So we have three more questions from Hova.
Yes, it will definitely be taken into consideration next time. And before the next answer is hookers and blow.
All right, the next question was asked of Jehovah. We asked him, who would you compare Speedy to in terms of celebrity lookalike? So if you had to pick out a celebrity lookalike that most looked like you, who would it be?
Ah. Dang it. I have no clue. I don't even know who I look like, so for Hova to pick someone, that would be even harder to figure it out. Dang it. How long can I stall till Twitch chat gives me a good idea?
You can take as much time as you need.
Joe Flacco. That's who I'm going.
Joe Flacco. Okay.
I don't know if he's going to pick that one up, though.
Okay.
But I've actually been mistaken for him in an elevator before by a child, so.
Okay, Joe Flacco, that's your final answer?
Yeah.
Okay, is he still a quarterback for the Ravens?
I mean,
he was.
The Ravens, yeah. No, he is. Yeah.
Okay, all right, here we go.
Not doing much, but he's there.
When asked of Jehovah who Speedy's celebrity lookalike is, and I fought against this answer, this was his answer.
Speedy and a celebrity lookalike. I don't think I've ever thought about anything like that, any comparisons. He kind of looks like you, so I would say Speedy's celebrity lookalike is Dan Giesling. The most annoying.
I fought against that. I was expecting, something.
Man, I'm not getting any of these points. Also, I gotta say, this is impressive that you got answers from these two, and I didn't even know about it. Like, usually they tell me everything, so whatever you paid them off not to tell me about this is pretty impressive, I gotta say.
Well, part of it is the ability for you not to even think about this, right? So you're going in, you don't know what's going on.
No, this is all blind. I had no clue.
All right, cool. All right, so next question from Jehovah, okay?
Is it the most annoying?
What's that?
Is it going to be the most I'm on to you, man. I hear stuff. Go ahead, though.
All right, so when we asked Hova, what is the most annoying thing that KYR Speedy does? He said this. What do you think he said?
God, what do I do that's annoying? I'm going to say pamper to sidearms, or be sidearms' best friend.
Okay. So your official answer is pamper to sidearms, or we'll lump it in.
Pay too much attention to sidearms, something like that.
Okay, all right, that's fair. Here we go. When Hova was asked, "What's the most annoying thing about KYR Speedy?" This is what he said.
The most annoying thing that Speedy does is his weird little. And I learned to love it too. Obviously, as a friend, it's just a trait of a friend. But he says a lot of words really weird. Like he pronounces huge. He doesn't pronounce H's, so he'll say huge instead of huge. The other annoying thing about Speedy is he's always biting his nails, and I'm trying to save him from himself, but he won't stop biting those nails.
Speedy, what do you think about Hova's response?
Those are actually great responses, especially the first one. The second one, I've since stopped biting my nails, and they're perfectly fine now. But yeah.
So do you think what Hova's saying is accurate?
Oh, incredibly accurate. I say huge wrong. I say Houston wrong. I say Hugh Hefner wrong. I can't say wolf. I can't. There's a lot of words I can't do right. That's just a PA dialect thing. I can't help it.
All right. And the last question we asked Jehovah, we said, what do you think Speedy's going to be doing at age 80? So when Speedy's 80, what do you think he's going to be doing? What do you think Jehovah said about you?
Wow. This is something we've never discussed as a group, so this is going to be tough. Wow, this is almost going to be impossible. Okay, hopefully he's picked up on something crazy, but I'm going to say being a janitor. I'm going to be a janitor when I'm 80.
Okay.
It's really random. It's kind of an inside joke, but maybe he played on it. That's the only thing I can hope.
Okay, so your official answer is?
A janitor. I know I won't get this one right, but I can't think of anything else he would have said.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
Hopefully I know sidearms better than Hova.
All right, when Hova was asked, what do you think Speedy's going to be doing? when he's 80 years old, this is what he said.
Better not be hookers and blow.
I think when Speedy is 80 years old, he is going to be retired on a beach somewhere, and he will stay as far away from the internet and any form of video games and technology as he can, because he's going to be completely done with it, like the rest of us in the group.
That's a good answer. I didn't know if that was. I didn't know where he was going to play that. You know, I told him many times that I'm just disappearing one day, and I can't wait. But yeah.
So you're just going to disappear into thin air. When you say it's time to retire, there's no like farewell Kobe tour. You're just going to vanish.
Hey, that's young me saying that. Older me might want to stick around. You never know.
Okay, all right, fair enough. So
there ain't going to be no Kobe farewell tour. I ain't selling out stadiums for people to wear my jerseys in the wrong stadium.
All right, so halfway through this round, you've answered 0 out of 4 questions, correct?
That's pretty good, right?
Yeah. I mean, this is the most difficult part of the Shooting Stars Ultimate Gaming Challenge, 100%. But the good news is those were all 4 questions from Jehovah. Our next 4 questions come from your good friend, Sidearms. All right?
And better friend if I were to get his answers right.
All right. So just a side note, Nobody Epic was invited to participate in this, and he was
too cool to do it.
No. He was really busy working on a video, and he apologized, and he did the voicemail instead. So he was included. He was just really busy, and he wanted to be a part of it. So, and we love Joel. All right. So next question is from Sidearms, and same question. There's a few overlap ones, but this one was when Sidearm was asked, who does he think Speedy's celebrity lookalike is? This is what Sidearm said. What do you think he said?
Celebrity lookalike. I'm gonna have to go Joe Flacco again. I can't think of anyone else I would have been. The only other one I can think of is Chris Evans, just because Sidearms likes saying Chris Evans, but I don't think he'd say that. So I'm gonna go with Joe Flacco again.
Okay, Joe Flacco sticking with the same strategy. Here we go.
I think I have to. Yeah.
Okay, when Sidearms was asked who is KYR Speedy's celebrity lookalike, this is what Sidearms said.
If I had to compare Speedy to a celebrity, I'd say it'd be Chris Evans, Captain America. They have sort of like the same hair, and Speedy's like the same kind of physical, I guess, stature as Captain America. So like every time I see the movies and stuff like that, I'm like, dude, that's Speedy. He could totally play Captain America.
I had it.
Speedy, thoughts on that? But then having 500 points in your grasp.
I was more disappointed inside. I'm stuttering over every freaking word in that sentence, but yeah.
I will say this about Sidearms. When we started recording these, he's like, hey, hang on, I gotta go talk to my mom and tell her to be quiet. I just lost it. All right. We love you, Sidearms. All right. Next question. So that was close, Speedy. You were halfway home. You were almost there.
It's such a shame.
All right. Next question is, when we ask Sidearms, what is the most embarrassing thing, most embarrassing moment he knows about KYR Speedy? This is what he said. So what do you think Sidearms said was the most embarrassing moment you've had?
Man. See, now it comes down to if I ever told him my most embarrassing stories, you know?
And then if you would share that. So there's a lot of layers of strategy in this.
Yeah. I mean, because I think in videos before I've said my most embarrassing moment was when I got pantsed in high school.
You got pantsed in high school?
Everything, yeah.
Like boxers too?
Oh, yeah, everything, yeah.
I'm sorry.
I think only the substitute teacher saw it, so I mean, it's no big deal. Yeah, I guess I'm going to go with that. I can't think of anything else that that Sidearms would know that was like super embarrassing about me.
Okay.
So, yeah, I guess getting pantsed in high school, sadly.
Here we go. When Sidearms was asked what was KYR Speedy's most embarrassing moment.
This is tough.
This is what Sidearms said.
The most embarrassing thing I know about Speedy, he's not that bad of a guy at all. I think I guess the weirdest thing is that whenever he says words like Houston, he says Houston. So he doesn't pronounce the H sometimes.
I'm gonna leave if these guys are just gonna pile up on my fucking dialect. Sorry, I said a bad word.
No, it's all good. So Sidearms completely neglected the question.
Yeah, just answer something else. Hey Dan, your question. Screw it.
Oh man, classic. All right, next question. What are your thoughts on that, real quick, before we go to the next one?
My thoughts are I have no thoughts. I think that says more than having thoughts, right? You just didn't even answer the question. Like, how am I supposed to get a points in the belt now, Sidearms? Like, you literally screwed me.
All right.
All someone has to do is come along and answer like one of these rights, and they get the belt. You know.
All right, next question. Second to last question. When we asked Sidearms to describe Speedy in one word, only one word, what did Sidearms say?
All right. There's a bunch he could have gone with, like friend, hero, dad, daddy. I'm gonna go with dad and daddy.
Okay. Official
They're both one
answer
word.
is dad
Yeah.
or daddy. We'll accept that. Any form of father, we'll take that.
Oh, he might have used Bay though.
Okay. Well, I'll lump that in there. That's fair.
You'll lump Bay and daddy together?
Yeah, that's
You're
close.
too kind. You're too kind. All right.
All right. So when we asked Sidearms to describe Speedy in one word, this is what Sidearms said.
If I had to describe Speedy in one word, I would say he's generic. Because honestly, he's exactly the same way as I met him, almost 6 years ago. And every single day, he's the same. And whenever I met him in real life, he was exactly the same. And I can't there's not a lot of people that's like that. So shout out Speedy.
Okay, I can get behind that to some degree because I don't think generic's the word for it. I think generic's calling me a basic bitch that goes to Starbucks and stuff like that. But I don't think generic's the right word, but that is a compliment. I just don't think he used the right word for it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, what word would you have substituted in there to convey the exact same meaning besides generic?
I can't even think of the word. That's why I think he might have struggled as well. But like,
authentic.
Is there a word for that?
Authentic,
yeah, that would be
genuine.
it. Authentic, genuine. That's perfect. Yeah. Wait, did he say generic instead of genuine?
Yes.
Oh my god!
Well, I thought he was trying to say like basic, Starbucks, Uggs, all that, big sunglasses, that sort of stuff.
Oh my god, he went there. He truly messed that up. I love you, Side.
All right, the last question from Sidearms.
I'm not getting this belt.
You got a shot. I will say that in the last contestant got one right. All right, so you can still tie that.
Okay.
The last question we asked Sidearms was, what was the nicest thing Speedy has ever done for you?
Oh man. Well, now I'm gonna look like a bad guy who can't even think of one nice thing I've ever done for him.
Or you've done so many you can't just pick one out.
I'm gonna hope that he went the same route that I did because there's probably a list of things I could say for this one, but I'm gonna go with me laughing at his jokes that aren't bad because that's a big deal for. Me laughing at his jokes that are bad because that's a big deal for him.
What?
So it's either being his friend or laughing at his jokes. I'm gonna go with laughing at his jokes because that means a lot to him.
Okay, final answer.
I don't know because I feel like he's gonna say, "Speedy just being my friend was enough for me." Is what he's probably gonna say, right? But
you have to make a decision, Speedy. This is your life, and these are your friends. And there's 500 points on the line for this answer.
all right, I'm doing an audible here. We're gonna go with hugging him when I first met him,
Okay, so final answer.
and then a lot to him.
The nicest thing you've ever done.
Gave him a big hug when he
Speedy.
wanted a handshake.
Okay, and you gave Sidearms a hug. That's the nicest thing you've ever done for Sidearms.
I mean, I've done nicer, but that's the one that resonated most with him.
Okay, here we go. When Sidearms was asked, what was the
Gotta
nicest?
answer like I think he will.
What was the nicest thing Speedy has ever done for him? This is what Sidearms said. Final question.
The nicest thing Speedy's ever done for me is honestly, man, just tolerating my bad jokes. I know, I don't know. I say a lot of the same stuff over and over again, but Speedy's usually the one that always like kind of it enables me and kind of instigates my bad jokes. So thank you, Speedy.
It's the second time I had it and I lost it, Dan. I had Chris Evans and I had bad jokes.
Any words to Sidearms in terms of?
Oh, his answers were good except for the two that sucked. But yeah, I mean, generic.
Classic. Well, Speedy, with the bad news of you not scoring any points in the final round, the good news is it didn't.
Sidearms is calling me. Can I put him on speaker real quick?
Yeah.
Hey, Sidearms, can I put you on speaker? You're on speaker now.
Okay, I totally meant to say genuine and not generic. I don't know where the hell I got generic from, but I'm so sorry, man. I'm sorry if it sounded like I was calling you basic or anything. I just meant genuine. Like, the G word.
I love you, man. I'm going to hang up now and continue my interview with the wonderful Dan.
I
but thanks for clarifying that.
I love you, man.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh,
This
man.
guy.
That's a top 10 moment of my life right there. Having sidearms calling on speakerphone through your Skype to defend his answer and explain his answer. Oh, man.
You were transitioning to something as that was happening.
Oh,
so
no. Hey, that was a welcome thing. So the bad news is you didn't score any points in the last round. The good news is that it didn't.
I still have more than the other guy, right?
Yeah, it didn't matter. So you are now the leading scorer of Shooting Stars Live, which means you're currently, right now, the championship belt is around your waist, but there's still a few more shows
down
left
my
to
face. A happy tear.
So you scored 1,600 points. Speedy, how do you feel about your overall performance?
My buddy Nobody calling now. Can we put this on?
I'd love to. Let's bring him on.
Hey, Joe, would you like to be on speakerphone? The floor is yours.
I just wanted to call you and say I'm sorry that you think you have real friends, but apparently you don't, man. If I was in that game, we would have got 100%.
I know.
I know your embarrassing moments. I know all of your silver lookalikes. I mean, Joe Flacco, people have called you that in my presence.
I know.
I'm sorry that Sidearms called you what you call the cheaper brand of toilet paper that you would buy at the store. He called you one toilet paper.
Right?
The generic brand.
It's unbelievable.
Oh, man.
If you need a shoulder to cry, I'll be there for you tonight, man. I'll let you continue. Dan, I'm very proud. I love this.
That means a ton to me, Joel. Thank you.
Joel, thanks for leaving the voicemail, man.
All right, he already hung up. But yeah, Joel, we would have 4v4'd that. I mean, 4-on-4'd that, you know? It would have happened.
Joel, a.k.a. Nobody Epic on Twitter, on YouTube, from Michigan. Great guy. Speedy, as we wrap things up here, man, I do want to thank you so much for coming on the show. And I want to give you a chance to, for the few people that don't know who you are, can you tell us where we can find you and kind of what you have going on and, upcoming on YouTube and Twitch? What's going on with you?
Well, thanks for having me. And yeah, if you guys want to check me out, if you like bad gaming videos, you can check them out at SpeedyW03 on YouTube or KYR Speedy on, that's my second channel. Oh, you even got a picture on the screen, Dan? You're insane. Actually, all the links are already on the screen. I don't even need to say them. Thank you, Dan. But yeah, there's my Twitter as well. I'm trying this new thing where I actually try to tweet this year. It's not going too well, but at least I'm tweeting more than possible. Oh, look at the chat saying speech. Can I also give a shout out to the chat real quick, Dan? Because they've been wonderful this whole time with their little memes and their stuff they've been saying. It's been a joy to read. I
agree. They've done a great job and talk a little bit more about your Twitter, because I think some of that stuff you tweet, like I was looking at it, doing some research, I'm like, this could be taken as a smart ass unless you know Speedy. Like you'll tweet out things like "Have a great day."
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing with Twitter and anything you tweet. You never know what it has behind it. I could have a great day and tweet out a smiley face, but some people could think I had a bad day just because maybe I'm trying to overcompensate for my bad day by tweeting out a smiley face. You never know. Everything has different meanings on Twitter. That's why I've never liked Twitter in the past, because it's all subtweets and people being mean to each other. But I'm trying to embrace it. I'm trying to get better at it. And if I come off as a smart ass, I'm not trying to be. But if it does come out that way, then I'm sorry.
Speedy, if I were to bet $1,000 after every tweet you send out, and are like, hey, I need a guaranteed bet of a response that's going to be to any of your tweets, what would be the safest bet for someone?
You're trying to get a response from me, or if someone is trying to get
No. So anytime you tweet something, what would like one of the first 10 responses be?
Oh, so what is guaranteed to be seen if you click it and see what other people are saying?
Yeah.
Daddy. Or dad.
I got one more question to you. Speaking of Twitter, recently on Twitter when you were in San Francisco, you said like, hey, this has been the best experience of my life. What were you talking about?
Basically, when I go to so I'm out there, I get snowed in, and I don't know anyone out there. All my friends fly home, so I'm stuck there for 4 or 5 days with no one. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So I basically just went out, met people I didn't know before, and that's something that's new for me. And we had a great night, a group of us, and we just basically they showed me around San Francisco and gave me a great time, and just me leaving my comfort zone is what felt amazing about it. And I met some cool people. That's basically all there is to it.
Speedy, I think throughout this interview, you've pushed your comfort zone a little bit further, and I really appreciate you coming on. I know you don't do these really at all, and you're awesome, man. I enjoyed talking with you and getting to know more about everything from your burned number 3 jersey to how much you care about your friends. But thank you so much for coming on, man. We really, really appreciate it.
Yeah, I think there's one thing that can just sum this up that everyone deserves in life. I just hope that one day someone looks at me the way that I'm looking at you in that picture, on the screen. Everyone deserves that, Dan. That's really all it comes down to. Thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it.
No, it was my pleasure. When you sent over that picture and you're like, hey, is this one okay to use? I'm like, you couldn't have picked a better one.
Look at my eye contact with you. It's amazing.
Oh, man. Well, Speedy, thank you so much for coming on. Really appreciate it. And make sure you follow Speedy on Twitter because he's going to be more active there. And
it's great.
When he tells us about his great day, I'll respond mom instead of dad. That's how we know that you watch this show.
Start calling me mommy. Please don't do that.
But Speedy, thanks so much for coming on. If you guys enjoyed this show, check out the channel. You can follow. We go live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern with a new guest. I can't promise you that all the guests are going to be as graceful and awesome as Speedy, but we like to have a lot of fun here. And Speedy, final thoughts on your chances on hanging on to the championship belt before we let you go.
I think it's going to be almost impossible because I feel like the future guests on the show are going to be able to pick up some points in areas that I failed to, missing all 8 of those questions. So it's going to be tough for me. I'm looking forward to the challenge, and I hope that everyone fails in the future. And that's bad to say, but I really hope they do. I want that belt.
All right, Speedy. Thanks so much for coming on, man. I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it, and take care.
All right. Later, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next week.